just arrived at the castle, approaching it in the new one-way system, and also going to be going over the new bridge. But we just thought we'd look over here. That's a good view.
Look at the colour of the sea.
Yeah. Now the mist is all gone and the wind's dropped.
Yeah.
It's all rather pleasant. It's Cornwall in all its glory.
Beautiful. Keep saying that.
Wow.
Isthmus.
Is that the original?
Well, I think that's how they thought it looked.
Illustration of what they think it would be like.
It's a cantilever structure.
Oh, that's right. It used to be a load of steps to get up.
Yes, you
and now
can
they've
see
got
them
the
there,
bridge.
look. And that's the way out now.
That's the way down now.
Yeah.
It's a good piece of engineering. You've seen how it's made? It's almost like edges of slate.
Wow. All on edge.
Yeah. I think there's gaps where they can look through. Just further on, it's how it expands and contracts, I assume, in the hot weather.
Oh, this wind's chilly.
It is. Really, I'm going to do it the other way. You can feel them move. It's a good addition, this bridge, isn't it? Because the view's so good. Yeah.
It's still impressive, isn't it?
It is. It's good to get a feel for the place.
Still protected from the wind.
Yeah.
Oh, these little flowers survive this, don't they? Amazing. Oh, right, so it all went into the... Well, if the bridge was there, I suppose it all went down. Gosh.
Interesting. So many 4 phases.
Yeah.
From 1240 to 1380.
Side of the building.
This was the...
Blimey, it would have been fairly windy here, wouldn't it?
it would have been. You can see where they would have been.
It's the Roman world. Oh, this is quite early on then. 5th or 6th century AD. Dark age, because we don't know much about it.
That's it. We're just looking down from the top of the castle down into the sea and seeing some ruins which look like they're probably going to be the loading and unloading area. And we're stood here just by some buildings which were probably where everything got stored afterwards. So we'll look round to see the remains of the walls. Certainly is a glorious view when you look out across the sea. thought I'd show you this walk down to the nearest beach, which is called Whitby Bay Beach. I've just arrived part way down, and here you'll see a feature that's everywhere: water and waterfalls. I think because of the rain we've had recently, certainly filled up the streams. Not sure if you can see down here. That's where the stream goes through. As I said, we are at Whitby Bay, which is near Linton and Lynmouth, and we visited there before some time ago, but we were particularly keen to come to something a bit more off the beaten track, but not very far. Now we could get out on the bikes, which we have done, and just see some of this rugged coastline, which is pretty unspoilt and pretty unique as well. So this is the path down, or the road down really, from the cottage. It takes a meandering route, taking you down the hill. You can get so far in a car or a van, but not all the way down to what is a very interesting beach. I'll tell you a bit more about that when we get there. Just a bit further down towards the beach now, and I'll just show you this fantastic scenery that greets you as you walk down. Amazing sheer cliffs, and that house up there we've cycled past. It's an amazing location, stuck up there amongst the trees. And we're looking down at Whitby Bay at the moment. Just be able to take you round. I was saying we're in self-catering accommodation. It's very much tucked away amongst trees and down this very long winding road. I'll show you a bit of that on the video. But as I said, it's very comfortable, and interestingly there is no Wi-Fi and no phone signal. So this really is peace and solitude, because you are off-grid for all intents and purposes, which is quite nice. I'm going to break from all that. Just coming down a steep section now. We'll get another view of the bay in a little while. So here the path splits and go down. I'll have a quick look down there, and then back around this way. That path down there takes you to the bay. Let's go down here just so you can see the rest of the coastline and the very rugged coastline here as well. So if I just walk down a little bit here, pretty impressive cliffs. Interestingly, no seabirds or wildlife, which I guess is unusual. I'm just going to walk down to the end of this section, show you the view from down here. So I'm guessing this little area here has been specially made because of the manor that was here originally. Fantastic view. Very much at high tide. Right, we'll walk back up here and we'll go down to the bay. I'm on my way now down to Whitby Bay, which certainly lives up to its name. It's totally surrounded by trees. So we're getting right down to sea level now. More glorious views. Coming down to the bay, and you'll see Another fantastic waterfall. Actually stood inside one of two lime kilns that are on this bay. We went to another bay just along the way called Lee Bay, and reading there, the lime was actually brought over from Wales, which is just visible on the horizon over there, for the kilns to be used over here. I don't know too much about lime and its manufacture, but it seems interesting that they shipped it across from Wales over here to actually put in the kilns here. I thought I'd tell you a bit about the history of Woody Bay and its links with Colonel Benjamin Lake, who was a solicitor who decided to develop Woody Bay to rival Lynmouth, which is just down along the coast. He built a hotel called the Woody Bay Hotel, which is now Martinhoe Manor, which I mentioned earlier. He built some 8 houses in the area and also ensured there was a Woody Bay railway station with a planned branch line. It also had a pier, I think, for bringing people across the bay from Lynmouth to the hotel. There's also a Victorian swimming pool, which we haven't seen because it's usually been high tide, and remains of the pier, which was ultimately damaged and then demolished, is also around the corner of the bay. He also built the Hunters Inn, which burnt down in 1897 and has been rebuilt, but ultimately Colonel Benjamin Lake was declared bankrupt and went to prison. So Woody Bay is now a special site of scientific interest and is part of the coast owned by the National Trust.
Not morning, we're very slow this morning. It's a glorious day, our last couple of days down in Cornwall, and we are walking through the sand dunes at Gwithian Sands.
We're stopping at Gwithian Park,
Yeah,
which we came one day early
we did,
from
because we'd heard the weather was going to be really good.
where we were in Coverack. We thought we'd
Yeah.
travel in the rain and pitch up for the sunny days, and we've got them
Oh, it's lovely.
here on the sand dunes.
You can see over there, Gwithian Lighthouse.
There it is.
Always impressive. As we go round the corner here, you should be able to see St Ives.
Let's go around here. And the beach.
Well, it's somewhere down here, I know.
Somewhere there's a beach.
Yeah.
Yep, there's St Ives. Always looks like the sun shines on St Ives. Yeah, then we can see some beach. Yeah, and Garbis Bay to the left of St Ives.
Oh, look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous.
And this is, I don't know, within 50 metres of the campsite. You come over the road and onto this. Looks busy over there.
Oh, that's the Gwithian.
It's the car park at Gwithian National Trust car park. It was busy when we were here before, and it's looking very busy today. It is a Sunday. It does bring the people out.
Down there, Gaz. We can park right down
Oh
the
yeah.
front. I bet that's
Yeah, I think we're going to lose count of the camper vans we see today. Morning. Gosh, that car park's full.
absolutely brilliant, isn't it?
That's what we expected.
But there's 3 miles of beach here.
Yeah, 3 miles of beach. So hopefully there'll be plenty of space. There you go.
Look at that. Oh, wow. That's lovely, isn't
And
it?
look to the right, there's that lighthouse. Over that very nice looking dune.
This is a nature reserve, isn't it?
Yes.
And there's part of the Gwithian Sands.
Whatever they call it. It's where we stayed, somewhere in
little
there.
shanty towny thingy.
We call it a shanty town, sure.
Yeah.
It's not quite
Don't
right.
mean that offensively, because
No.
we loved it.
It's just
It's lovely.
all lots of little small
Very
properties.
eclectic.
It is, yeah.
It's beautiful actually, right on the beach.
Yep, you could walk easily onto the beach from there. Straight out of your door.
Yeah.
Right, let's hit the beach.
remember this. We came years ago. Pretty spectacular, isn't it?
It is nice, with a nice brown bracken.
There's a guy stood on that one, is it? Or is it a rock? No, there's a guy sat on it.
Fair enough. People walking down there as well. Nice view, that.
Yeah, lovely, isn't it?
Through the rocks and out to the sea. And over the cricket pitch.
Yes. Is that a goat? 2 goats standing on the wall. One named Peter, one named Paul.
Yeah, some of these rocks are very interesting shapes.
They're obviously formed somehow, aren't they? For some reason.
Yep. Well, the soft bits wear away, but the harder bits stay, don't they?
Yeah. I wonder if it's orientation, wind and weather, or a special, different type of rock.
We don't know. It's a nice green bits.
Yeah.
Offset
What a lovely
to the
place to
ground.
play cricket.
Yeah.
We've seen some posh bowling and cricket clubs, haven't we?
We have in our time, in our trips. Play cricket amongst the goats.